Hello everyone and welcome, Spencer here, and today we are playing some MTG Arena. We have a Simic Draw / growth deck I've been putting together over the last few days. It's a really simple concept. It basically revolves around Lorescale and the Quirion Dryad, and everything else is basically just to synergize with that. So we've got Opt, the Frantic Inventory, to draw us cards, along with Auras, drawing cards, Growth Spiral, and Crisis. Other bits as well, we have ram through, so once we create some really tall creatures we can use ram through to get the damage through their creatures into them, because we are going to be using Zagana to give our creatures trample. And other than that, we have Brazen Borrower along with Unsubstantiate as a bit of a tempo play to bounce back what they're trying to play against us, remove their threats, and allow us to get our damage through. Regards our land base and mana, we have Breeding Pools, Temple of Mysteries and Thornwood Falls just for the life against the mono red and the Miraculous Sacrifice decks. We also have 2 Karn's Bastions just to help us proliferate and get that little bit more damage through and put that pressure on the opponent. So yeah, let's take this for some games and see how we do. So it looks like I'm going to keep this hand. We've got our Dryad, we've got a Growth Spiral, we've got a bit of interaction with the Unsubstantiate and the Brazen Borrower, and we've got 3 lands with a mix of colours. So let's go see what we're up against. If we sabotage anything to go by, it's going to be an Ugin. But not. Looks like we've got some Izzet action going off here. I think I'm going to scry first, as we have no turn 1 play. What do I think about Growth Spiral? Growth Spiral, right. It would allow us next turn to play the island, then Growth Spiral and get the Breeding Pool. We've already got a singular Growth Spiral. If we want to ramp a little bit, it's not terrible. It could be better. I'm going to leave it on top. It allows us to get through our deck a little bit more once we've got a bit more information on what the opponent's playing. Okay, so it's a Teamer. Let's go for... And as they've got nothing out yet and they've only got 1 blue mana available, I'm going to assume it's safe to play the Dryad. Do they have shocks or anything like that? Okay, we've got some 4 colour action going off here. They are Growth Spiraling themselves. They are full on ramping. Okay, so I think it's safe for us to do the same. Question is, do I grow with the Uro and maximize the mana, or do I just go with the Growth Spiral? I think I'm just going to go with the main phase Growth Spiral, see what I draw. I may want to keep up this, so I'm going to pay the 2 life to get the Breeding Pool in. See what they play. I've got the Unsubstantiate and the Brazen Borrower available as a reaction to everything. If you would draw a card, except the first card you draw, in each of your draw steps draw 2 cards instead. So it's going to be drawing a lot of cards. If I bounce this, this will slow his progress down a fair amount. So here we go, we can do a second Dryad. We can draw another card, get 2 more triggers, put the falls into play. I want to get as much damage on the battlefield. Okay, let's go in for that this turn. Straight up past the turn, he's tapped out yet again. I could Brazen Borrower to bounce it. So I think what I'll do is I'll Uro. Keep plussing these guys up. Gain life to draw some more cards. Crisis is fine. And move to combat. And that is going back to your hand before you get to your draw step, sir. Yep, and that's enough for him to end the game. Not quite sure what his plan was, but it was enough for us to win the game, so that is good. Let's go for another one. Let's see what we get. Okay, so this time we have a Dryad and a Lorescale plus 3 mana of both colours, Growth Spiral and Opt. So I'm going to keep this yet again. We've got key cards, ways to trigger them and draw more cards, plus enough mana to play everything in our hand. I am thinking of getting rid of this though. Starting to think these tap lands might not be such a great idea. Temple of Mystery, what are we looking for? Not one of those, too slow. Let's see what we're up against. We've got the Quirion Dryad. Lots more 4-colour play going off. Yep. We shall go for the Forest and the Dryad. Next time we'll go the Island and either the Lorescale or a Growth Spiral, and then potentially an Opt. But they discard. So they are on 4 mana themselves. It gives us 3 mana, so we can go Lorescale, get a trigger on the Dryad, and then force them to remove things so they'll constantly grow. Or we could go for a Dryad and an Opt, or a Growth Spiral and an Opt. I think I want to go for the Lorescale. Not sure if the Dryad and the Opt would have been better for setting up my future turns. But this way I have got 2 Opts available to draw cards. Chromatic Lantern, so he's tapping for anything he wants. We've got 4 mana available to us now, so I am going to Dryad, I believe. Get some creatures on the board. We will main phase Growth Spiral to get the triggers for when we attack. Put the land into play. And then that way we can still Opt as well. End our turn. Is the opponent going to do anything significant? It could do with a board wipe, that would damage us dramatically. He does have a board wipe. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card. Does that trigger twice if I do this? Let's figure this out. Brazen Borrower. Yep, we'll take that. Does trigger twice for each character. That is good as well. We'll put the Lorescale down. And move to combat, end turn, pass to end turn, pass to draw, and then beginning of main phase, you no longer have every mana available. Sorry, sir. Sanctum. Is this going to be some type of shrine deck? Is that what this is? It's not doing its shiny thing, I'm afraid. Oh, now it is. We get a counter for that. We've got 3. We can main phase Opt, still have enough mana to proliferate. Draw a card. I'm going to keep the Dryad bad to refuel. If I hit him for 4, puts him down to 5, and that will be lethal damage next turn, and then I can leave mana up for the Brazen and the Unsubstantiate. So that seems like a better play, rather than going all out right now. Let's just see where we're at. So straight away we're at the beginning of pre-combat main phase. Each opponent loses X life and X life. Shrines you control. Yep. Okay, searching for something specific. Is he going to be able to cast it with 2 mana? I'm not sure. I think I best just stop this before any shenanigans happen. And that's the game. Whew. Okay, so I am on the play. I have 2 forests and a Khan's Bastion, so I can cast the Dryad and that's it. I think I'm going to take a mulligan here. I like to be able to cast at least with both colours in the starting hand. I mean, I'm on the play, but I can't even access any of my card draw, so it's a mulligan. Oh, and I have no creatures whatsoever. So, if we keep this, it's a straight up bin the ram through, and then hopefully we draw into something with the ups. Let's see what we're up against. Tapland, that's good. Creature, please. That's not a creature. That's not a creature. Right, we'll keep up the unsubstantiate. In fact, does it really matter what you take at this point? There you go. I have a handful of land. I think that's what you call good games there. And another land. Just so you can see. There we go. We've got our creature now. Is it going to be a little too late? I'm expecting a counter. He has something. Yep. And we milled a bunch of creatures. They don't want any creatures, so hopefully we've got some more coming. Okay, we'll go for another land. Is this going to resolve, or we've got a quench or something like that? I have got 3 mana available. It's like a Mystic Dispute or something like that, which it could have been. So whenever I cast a spell, so even if it gets countered, it still gets the trigger, which is good. We have a Coreset. I'm not at risk of taking any damage, so I'm going to shock the 2. I'm going to pay this for 4, just to give me some card draw. Okay. They have to tap out at some point, surely. Apparently it's not now, though. We'll move Move to attacks. Go to damage. We'll just proliferate. Okay. Hopefully they want to spend some mana this time. How many cards in my graveyard? Got 11. Let's get a Sanctuary out. So I could Uro and then Uro again straight after, provided they don't stop it. Right, 2 cards in hand. Do they have the counter? They don't. That resolves straight away. Beautiful. Which means I can then do it straight away again. Get a land into play. Have they got something to destroy it? If so, I've still got enough cards to break him out again. Is that the only counter they have in hand? Do damage. So we could do Dryad. Don't want to counter the Dryad. Lorescale. Do I want to bounce that back to their hand? Yes, I think I do. We'll get a second trigger. End the turn there. Finally got a presence on the battlefield. Is it going to be too little too late? I'm going to draw some cards, take some damage. I've got lethal attack next turn. In fact, if I ult, that makes that 3. Then we go next turn, it becomes a 4, so that's 6. Plus 4, that's 10. Plus proliferate, yep. Mills 2 cards, yep, no problem. Yep, Brazen Bar would have been nice, so I could bounce that and definitely get the lethal through. They are going to attack. Have they got some shenanigans? I don't know. I am going to block. 2 damage. Oh, interesting text box there. Choose odd or even, exile each creature. Assuming he's going to go odd, or maybe it's going to go even. Oh, odd will get rid of the both of them. Yeah, went odd. Yeah, we'll keep the Brazen Borer. And I've still got enough mana to proliferate. So next, one attacker. 5 damage. It's a pretty good milling, getting rid of all my land, stopping me from flooding. Still have one counter in hand, so I can't just throw this Brazen Bar out willy-nilly. Overwhelmed Apprentice, each opponent mills to a card, scry 2. I think Kratos would have been nice, not gonna lie. That's both of them gone. Have we still got a Zagana in the deck? We do have one Zagana left in the deck. Yep. There's one over there, which means there's 2 more in the deck still to come. And Narset shuts down my drawing. Thought Erasure. My turn. Scry. Let's leave that on top. And we will attack. We'll send that one at Narset, so she -2s again. She does go down a peg. How much more have I got available? That's Brazen. That's Brazen. Proliferate at the end of that turn. I can cast Uro from the graveyard. Target player draws cards equal to their life. So that is fine. You're going to do that. I'm going to get rid of the trigger that allows you to defeat me with it. What do you do now, sir? You quit the game, that's what you do. Well played, sir. So everyone, that was the deck. Overall it didn't do too bad. I played a lot more games than what I have showcased here. Really struggled against mono red. I don't think I won 1 game against mono red. Rakdos Sacrifice was a bit of a struggle. I think I managed to win 1 or 2 games against them. Other than that, played against mono white absolutely fine. Dominated pretty much all the games. And mono green, won it, beat them. And we also played a Banter ramp deck which got to Ugin, and we managed to beat them down before they got their Ugin into play, which was good. So yeah, all in all, good fun deck. It's not going to win major tournaments, I don't think. But yeah, if you have the cards or only need to craft a few new uncommon or common cards to create this, I imagine most of the rares and mythics you already have. In fact, there's only 2 rares in terms of Zagana, and she can be replaced with a Skatewing, but that does make your ram through slightly worse. Ooh, there we go, Skatewing. So yeah, all in all, quite a good little deck, fun to play. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, if you'd like to see anything else, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.